always be connected together. Whenever you have, I'm jumping to it. I'm just blessed to be with all these wonderful, wonderful innovators. And innovators is just people that step out on their purpose and believe in themselves and know that they want to help people and their why is always bigger than them. I have a question for everybody. What is you being held back from? What are you being held back from? A lot of these things that we go through in life, it put us in a state of mind where it controls us. And so today I want to speak about forgiving and growing. Forgiving and growing is always easier said than done. Sometimes we just got to flush it down the toilet. Sometimes we just got to look in the mirror and wave it away. Sometimes we just got to take that walk to reminisce and think about the situation that we was in to figure out where do we need to go with this. One of my most inspiring people, one of the persons that made me even step out on faith and become a speaker, somebody that I listen to every day, that I actually was personally mentored by, Les Brown. He is one of the reasons why I want to speak about forgiveness and growing. You know, Les Brown has a million stories, but it's one special story in his life at a young age where he wanted to make a difference, but things went wrong. For who don't know Les Brown, he was adopted as an infant and lived with his mother, Mamie Brown. And he had a vision. Just because of the love that she showed him, he wanted to buy her house. And he promised her that. So as soon as he made his first 6 figures, guess what he did? He went to go buy her a house. He went to the lawyer. The lawyer asked him to make sure there's no lien on the house. And he asked the guy, he said, just because you wanted to buy this house for your mom, I want to give it to you. It's somebody that came with more money than you, but just because of the reason that you want to buy the house, I'm going to give it to you. And he asked him, is there a lien on it? He said no. So he finally moved in, get all settled, and got a call. A guy told him he had to come up with $60,000. $60,000 in a month. He said, no, give me 60 days. Give me 60. Give me 90. Give me 6 months. No, you got 30 days or you have to get out. He went to the lawyer and said, I can't believe this happened. He said, Les, you got suckered. So as he went to the side of his mother's bed, getting ready to tell her the bad news, guess what she said? It's okay, baby. Long as we got each other, we good. I didn't like the house anyway. He said, Mama, you didn't like the house. I thought you did. Only reason she liked the house because he liked the house. And as they had to move back to their roast-infested house back in Miami, Florida, he had his head down, moving, feeling like a joke, feeling like a clown. But his mother told him again, lift your head up, Leslie. Long as we got each other, we are going to be okay. He did not let that situation, that financial hole, that financial burden stopped him. Of course he was angry, but he had to forgive and grow. And look where he's at now. The first person to break the barrier for minorities and African Americans to be on platforms like this, sharing their stories, sharing where they come from. And that just reminded me of a personal story of myself. 8 years ago, when I lost my father to stage 4 lung cancer, one of the hardest things I ever went through. When I went back to school, one of my roommates packed his stuff up and took some of my stuff with him. He took my father's gold watch that he gave me right before he passed. That was the moment in my mind when I snapped. I was hurt. I was enraged. I was sad. I was depressed. I couldn't trust nobody. I was somewhere that I didn't know too many people. Just my little amount of friends just being there 2 years. I had to learn how to control my emotions. Like I said, forgive and growing is always easier said than done. So I knew this was going to be a challenge. The number one reason why I was able to forgive, because of the man above. I was able to truly give my life to him in that time, but it still was not easy. I truly never been so mad a day in my life like that moment. It's not about the watch. It's the principle that it was my father's. And too many people don't know this. A couple months later, guess who I seen walking out of the cafeteria? Yes, my roommate. It was so many things going in my mind. I wanted to go crazy. Let's be transparent here. But my maturity and my spirituality and the route that I was going, you cannot let a temporary emotion set you in doing something that will be permanent. Think about so many people that's locked up right now. A lot of people are locked up from just blacking out, having a snap moment. Now they behind bars, and every time they wake up behind bars, they saying to themselves, just that moment, I went blank. I don't know what happened. Why did I have to do that? All I had to do was not do that. We have to get to a point of our life where we can control our emotions without our emotions controlling us. We got to know how to home into that. Got to know how to use our emotions right or wrong. If I would allow their watch to take me to a place that I didn't need to go, no telling what that effect would have done to me. This guy was from Alabama, the school in the state that I went to. No telling if I would have fought him, he would have had more people fight me afterwards. So I had to think smart. That don't make me afraid. That don't make me scary. That don't make me weak. It makes me a man. So as every man and woman listens to this, we have to learn how to forgive and grow. Forgiving is the key to our success. We cannot allow these emotions to make us somebody we don't want to be. It takes away from our future. It takes away from our family. It takes away from the path of where you are heading, the path that you on now. We have to make a choice today to stand up and believe in ourselves. We are great as people. We are all unique as people. No, you are not weird. You are just different because God created all of us differently. All of us to be different. And we all have paths. We all have hardship. Nobody that came out of the womb to be in this earth walked this earth without one hardship. I don't care how much money you have. Your family might not support you like that. You might not have the resources. You might not be in an area that's healthy for you. Everybody has hardship. I remember just a couple days ago, the job that I work in is a incontinent product and urinary product. So that's like bed pads, diapers, and catheters. I process orders for different customers. So I call them and see if they need an order for the next weeks. I called this lady and asked her, hey, would your son is your son ready for his order this month? She said no. I said, do you want me to call you back next month or next week to check up? She said, no, we're not gonna be ordering no more. My son passed on Thanksgiving. I didn't know what to say. I really wanted to pour into her heart and put positivity in her heart, but all I can say was, with me being at work, I'm sorry for your loss. You take care. And I was just curious of how old her son was. Her son was 8 years old. 8 years old. And that's still weighing on me. I didn't know her. I didn't know her son. But one thing I do know, an 8-year-old is not here to live out his dreams. An 8-year-old is not here to graduate middle school. An 8-year-old is not here to play with his friends anymore. An 8-year-old is not here to have the experience to live on his own and work his first job. So why should Les Brown care about him having his mother house having a lien on it? Why should I care about my father, somebody taking my father's watch? An 8-year-old is not here anymore. I take heed to that. We are blessed to wake up this morning. So this is why it is important to forgive and grow, because it's not too many people here no more that's able to grow and live their dreams out. So as Cornell was speaking on, purpose. What is your purpose? What's holding you back? It's not your past holding you back. It's yourself, because you haven't digged in deep enough. But let me tell you something special. You woke up today. That means you have a new day to fix what was broken. You have a new day to tap into your incredible strength. You have a new day to celebrate life, to celebrate your dreams, to celebrate your passions, to celebrate your family. Even this week alone for me, it has not been easy. But an 8-year-old lost his life. I have a lot to live for, as well as you do. And waking up is the first thing to live for. I am Mr. Overcomer. Every mountain that I come across, I get over, and I also show people the path over the mountain. It's time to step up. Y'all stay blessed and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's.